Namaste and welcome back to my another video. I hope you all guys are doing really great in your life. And today is the day 10th of our daily challenges and taxes. And before starting the today's video, I want to play few time-lapse video and I will meet you after those videos. And after that, I will explain you the things that I have learned from the book. Okay. Hello guys, welcome again and let me start today's videos and let me start with the today's experiences. Today's experiences was overall it was good and I wake up early in the morning and I do all of my tasks just like always. First of all, look at this guys. Today, my eyes is very late. This is not, but this is because when I'm riding a bike instead came inside my eyes somehow some way I take it out, but it is healing, no problem, because eyes is the most and fastest healing part of our body, so it will heal and recover fast. So yes, I complete all of my tasks just like always. Read a lot of things, I listen a lot of things, and I took healthy diet. And I didn't eat any junk food, and I drank more than 4 liters of water I today because I drink a lot today, which is very good for our health. And today overall was good, and everything goes just like always, and that's all. And now let's move to our important topic. And the book that I have learned today is about habit, and I will talk about this topic based on the knowledge that I have learned from previous book, because I read a lot of personal book a personal development book and self help books. And in my past, I've read more than 8 or 7 book, I guess, uh, on the topic of self help, because I really have a very high desire to improve myself, and I find a lot of faults and lack in myself. So that's why I really want to improve and want to increase my, really have a desire to increase my knowledges throughout the experiences of the others too, so that I could take lessons and implement in my own life. So that's why I read a lot of books. So based on based on the knowledges that I have get from those past books, uh, I I will going to discuss about the habit today, and all of those things will be based on my previous knowledge that I get from there. And let's talk about the habit, power of habit. What's the power of habit? How the habit have the, there are there are a lot of background noises. I'm really sorry for that. Let me pause for a little bit and I will shout there. Don't talk. Finally, I make silent there by shouting, "Don't talk," like that. And let's talk about habit. Eh, Most of the people have a lot of desires and goals. Even I have a lot of desires and goals that I really want to achieve, and many people do have a lot of desire to achieve a lot of things, achieve a lot of materialistic thing, achieve a lot of respect on the society, have a good health. We all wish to have such things, but in somewhere in the corner of the room we have self-doubt too. We don't know how to achieve. We find in ourselves there is something missing. I do have desires. I really want to make my life change. I really want to make the things happen good. But what we all but we all know that we have a self doubt, and with the habit that we follow in our regular basics, that won't going to fulfill such desires. We all know that, because our habits are very very bad. We just sit on the bed and we scroll whole day. We feel overwhelmed. That's all. So so let's start our today topic with a few points. And the first point is that we need to bring revolutionize in our life. We need to revolutionize it, because changes begin with revolutions. Even we can see in our past, there are a lot of, in our history of the world, there are a lot of systems, uh, there are a lot of bad system, but some few intellectual or the aware persons felt that this system is not good. This system need to be changed. This system need to be changed, and this system should be replaced with the better system. So those type of aware people really changed our world, our today's world, because they thought that the current situation and the current system that they are experiencing is not good. They really want, and they have a desire to change it. They have a, at that time they really want to change the environment. They really want to change the system, so that a lot of people can live a life with their fullest. So just like that in our own life too, we need to find a fault in our system. We need to be aware, just like past peoples, that just like past people, we need to be aware and see our life, daily lives. Are the system that we are in, a system that we are currently running, is good? Is that system that we are following in our daily basis, is that making really, is that system actually giving us a progress or downfall? That we need to aware about that, and we should ask a question to ourselves, whether that system is bad or not. Whether system means, you guys might don't know, might be confused. System means, I mean habit, the habits that we are currently following, all the rituals we always do. I mean that is the system. So understand like that. and if we find, if we become aware and find a lot of fault in our system, if we find the things that we always do will make us reach in a bad situation in the future, then of course there is a need of revolutionize and changes in your life. I hope I make you understand. I hope I have explained better. I will try my best to explain and make you understand. But of course, my English language is not that much good, but I will try my best, and that's all matter. Trying our best is everything. And so yes, if we find fault in our daily tasks and daily habits and daily system, then of course there is need to be change. If we want a good life, if we have a lot of desire, then of course we should change the system right now. So another point is that today I was ready. I have already write and make a point of the things that I will decide, because yesterday I forgot few points. So I think a lot to remember those points. That's why I am fully prepared and write all of the notes. So second thing is that habit is a automatic system. If you make habit, habit will make you. Azir, Allah. If you make a habit, then habit will make you. It is like a automatic. If you make a habit, then it will become automatic. It is like, for example, if you earn large amount of money and put invest in a bank, in a fixed deposit, then of what you get return in return. In the period of time, you always get interest and interest and interest. It is just like that. You get automatically, with you don't need to do any effort in order to get that interest. You just invest there, and that will be automatically give you reward in the period of time. So that's what habit will give you, if you make it, if you make habit. So first of all, you have to make habit. For example, like if you make uh, if you make a habit of working out, if you make a habit of reading, and what will happen in the long term, you will get good health, and in the long term you will get good knowledge. And if you do meditation regularly, if you make a habit of doing meditation, then what you will get calmness of mind, more clarity in your thinking, and more calmness in your whole body, and you will start to think more positively. That's what a return you will get after making a habit automatic. Because after making habit, you don't need to have too much effort in order to do a certain task, because it has become a part of your life. For example, another example, if you have you ever decided really hard to do brush in the morning or not? Because it has become a part of our life, and we always do brush. We did not have to decide really hardly whether I should brush or not. We did not have to think like that, because it has become a habit, because that is kind of automatic for us. We just go and start to do brush. We didn't need any effort, we didn't find it really difficult. So that's how other habit will work too. You just have to create habit by a strong determination and conscious effort. You will create habit, and after that habit will be automatic, and that habit will start to give you interest, like just like fixed deposit. It will start to give you positive results on your day-to-day basis. So this much only for now. I will continue this after coming from my dinner. My mother is calling me for my dinner, so that's why there is few points too I will explain after this, after coming from dinner. Okay. Guys, I have just finished my dinner, and let's continue our topic. Habit is automatic. I've already explained a habit. You have to make a habit automatic. If you make a habit automatic, it will give you constant result regularly, and it will of course give you positive result regularly. If you have make a habit of working out and reading books, of course it will give you daily improvement in your health, improvement in your muscle gain, improvement in your knowledge, just like that. That's it. And another thing is, but how can we develop a habit? This is a big question everybody are wondering. Yes, I know that habits will make us, but how can we make a habit? First of all, for making a habit, we need a motivation to start something, to take action, and that first of all, we need to know that what we want. We want good health, we want good knowledge, and we want good relationship, and we want to have some acquire some skill, learn some new languages. First of all, we have to make it clear that what we really want, and and depend upon that goal, we need to develop a habit. For example, if we want to develop a good physique and have a good health, and what we have to do, we have to start with a little step. If we want to make a good body, we have to do 2 push-up per day. If we start to do 2 push-up today and we have to do 3 push-up tomorrow, like that we will start to develop it by minor to large habit. Why we have to start small? Because if we if we start to do 1 hour of exercise at the first time, if you start to do 1 hour of exercises, then of course you will feel totally stressed. You won't have any motivation to do it again tomorrow, because 1 hour of push up, because you do 1 hour of push up because you want to get a instant result. That's what your mind will say at that time. That's why you feel demotivated, although you have done 1 hour of physical exercises but you haven't see any result. So that's why you will get totally demotivated. You won't have any desire and energy to do and repeat that task tomorrow again. So that's why we have to start with very small, and because small thing we can do, it will take only more than maximum of 20 seconds to do a 5 or 6 push up. Everybody can do that much of push up, yes. So so that's why first of all we have to make it easy, because brain doesn't want changes. Brain is just comfortable in the way you are currently living. So brain really don't like changes. So that's why it is very hard for us, because it is in our neurological system. It is like a already wired very hardly. Old habits are wired very tightly, so it is very hard to break it. Brain doesn't want to break it quickly, so it will take persistence and some patience, and require consistent level of activities in order to really bring some changes. So start with very small step and try to increase it little by little bit, and after that you will develop a new habit. That's all. uh, Another thing is, we need to have we need to be able to link between a pain and pleasure. We need to develop that type of habit which will have a pain in the short term but a pleasure in the long term. Let me repeat again. We should develop that type of habit which will give you pain in the short term but pleasure in the long term. Because of course working out regularly will give you pain, but in the long term it will make your health absolutely good, great, and you will look very attractive. You have good muscles, you have good and glowing skills. Is not skill, is skin, glowing skin. And there is another example. If you read book regularly, you might feel sometime tired, feel sometime bored, and that is pain you get while reading, and you feel bored, you feel sleepiness. Of course it is very hard to develop a habit and to read regularly. That is a short term pain, but after reading regularly, after getting that type of pain regularly, in the long term you will have really good knowledge, you will have developed variety of perspective regarding a life, regarding a certain topic. So that's why try to get short term pain and get enjoy the long term pain. And also opposite of that is what? Short term pleasure, long term pain. And an example of this is a person take drugs. It is the pain required to eat drugs is very low, but the pleasure they get is very high. And what that do? That will damage your life. So avoid short term pleasure and long term pain. But you need to develop a habit which will which will give you pain for the short term but will give you pleasure for the long term. If you guys didn't understand, you can repeat the video again. So that's what I'm saying. So always try to get pain, guys. Short term pain. Don't go for all short term pleasure. Short term pleasure will destroy your life. Short term pleasures are just scrolling the phones and watching bad things. Those are the short term pains, the short term pleasures, which will totally destroy your time, destroy your energy, destroy your upcoming future too. Because future is the product of what you do right now. That is the result of the future. If you read right now, if you drink a lot of water, if you do meditation, if you do exercises, the result of the future will be very good. You will have a good health, you will have more knowledge, you will be more skillful. Yes guys, that's why you should be able to link between the pain and pleasure. You should ask questions. Questions are also very powerful, guys. You have to be aware. Question will make you aware and make you conscious about what you are doing right now. For example, I can ask myself, what am I doing? What will this thing bring me? This thing I am doing, why I am doing this? What will I get after doing this? Is this really improving me? Like that, we have to ask questions. Correct. At the present moment, even you can ask yourself. For example, let me give the answer. If I do this, my conversation skill will be developed, and if I teach the things that I have learned, I will be remember for the long period of time. And teaching is also the best way of learning too. And if I talk like this, my confidence level will also be increased. So this, like this, you have to ask the question to yourself. I So yes, uh, this much for today, and I hope you guys understand. And if you guys are watching up to here, I know the probability for watching up to here is very low, because of course I don't have that much of subscriber in that, not, and also not have that much of viewership to have a viewer like to watch up to here. So probability of watching up to here is very low. So but still, if somehow some way with some coincidence, if you guys are watching up to here, then thank you very much. I really appreciate your time, and thank you. Meet you in the next video, guys.